games together. And you're playing in the same house. And it's not really about winning.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what?
My friends' faces in Halo.
It's about the people.
But I say, what? Are you on drugs? Man, I was trying to kill my dogs. We were trying to take their heads off, bro. What? My beautiful people, welcome back to another lovely episode of Logic of Emotions podcast / reactions. It's your dog, it's your brother, man, it's your favorite African American, Melly Baby. Hey, we got a different kind of video going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's on my homie, my dog, my brother, man, from the other motherland, Leon Lush, man. Y'all don't know me, man. I follow a lot of YouTubers, bro. I've watched this brother grow from 50K to where he is now. And I love all his videos, bro. Like, this is the kind of dude that I can kick it with him, like, very easily. Like, he is him, his beautiful wife, his beautiful child, bro. Beautiful family, man. And I watched this brother for a long period of time, man. And it's time for us to start really reacting more to him because I love his insight on things. And he seems like he's just a down-to-earth brother, honestly, man. Let's get to it, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. This is about, is Gen Z doomed for unhappiness, man? Let's get to it, man.
May be part of the last generation to experience true beauty and real joy. At least that's the message that resonated with over 18 million people on TikTok recently in this video from a guy named Chris Claflin about something he summarizes as innocence lost.
And I'm lucky to get 1,000.
And him explain.
Millennials might be the last generation to have experienced a world that is still truly beautiful. And hear me out on this, because I haven't been able to stop thinking about this since I realized this is where it all changed, and this is the TikTok that you're going to be thinking about all week long.
Admittedly, it's a bit moody, but he's about to do a nice job painting a picture of days gone in order to elicit maximum nostalgia out of the audience. And to be honest, it worked on me. I'm 38. I'm a sucker for the 90s.
31.
And the second he mentioned dropping a Kilimanjaro during split-screen Halo with the boys in the same room, not a phone in sight, I was peak nostalgia boner. Anyways, he continues.
What I want you to do is close
nostalgia
your eyes,
boner is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Summer of 2006. It's 10 a.m.
I'm trying to find
just a kid. You're lying in your bed in your room, and you are bored. There is nothing to do because there's nothing good on TV. You don't have a cell phone, and you can't use the internet because you're not allowed to because it ties up the phone line.
Yep.
The whole house is quiet. And that's why you can hear the breeze outside. And that's where we all got acquainted with that bird that we came to know so well.
That fucking bird. Everyone knows the bird from out that
yeah, that's that thumbnail. Listen, yo, like when I tell you, bro, like I read a lot of comments, right? And not even on my other content creators' works, right? And I read it was one video that I saw. I don't remember what video it was, but they were talking about it, bro. And when they were talking about it, bro, I remember saying to myself, yo, man, like everybody, we all had the same childhood, and that's fire. But then I'm starting to see a lot more of the newer generation, a lot of my young brothers and sisters, my newer ones, right? And they have no idea what that experience even is. And it's really sad. I'm not even gonna say a lie to you, bro. It is very freaking sad. Because my best moments ever is waking up on those Saturday mornings to watch like kids TV, watch Yu-Gi-Oh, watch I mean, like so many different shows, man. Watch Sonic on WB11. Y'all remember WB11, bro? Like it's a shame, bro, because we were in the golden age for a lot of different things, man. And I get saddened by it because it's the fact of like, damn, I really wish a lot of my young homies, man, I wish y'all could experience it, bro. It's like a drug. It's like a never-ending drug of me wanting to go back to that time. It really is, bro. And there's a term for it. I think it's called chasing the dragon in drug terminology. But it's like to go back to that first high because it's like the most incredible high you ever had. And in relation to this, kind of the same, man. Like I would love to go back to not even the first high of being a kid, of having that amazing hit of just that feeling of just reminiscing and playing Yu-Gi-Oh with my friends and collecting cards, and they still do it now. But back in the day when it was more prominent, where you could go to actual stores and actually battle people with Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it was such a different feeling, bro. And I know they have some of those around the world still, but it's not the majority anymore. It's more the minority, you know.
Fucking, you got me. I remember the bird.
And you are just lying there, wondering if your crush is thinking about you, wondering if there's still pizza rolls in the freezer, wondering what it is you're going to do today. And that quiet isn't interrupted by a notification. That quiet is interrupted by the doorbell. Or maybe it's one of 30 texts that you'll get this month because that's all you paid for on your plan. But your day is interrupted by your squad who shows up on bikes, or maybe they have an older sibling that came to pick you up in their vehicle, and that's like a really, really good day. And when your friends show up, that's when the whole day starts, and you all go out together, and you don't have cell phones, you're just with each other.
Are you feeling it yet? That longing for the past, the simpler times, the good old days before cell phones and technology ruined everyone's life? Or is it just a psyop? Why is it that humans are so adept at romanticizing the past while lamenting the present? I want to dig a little deeper and talk about something called rosy retrospection, cognitive bias, and whether or not technology like phones and internet is truly the bad guy here. But first, let me sip this delicious water and chat about today's video sponsor. I try to take care of myself, be a healthy guy that occasionally...
My brother, get your coins, my brother. Good for you, my brother.
Life was truly beautiful.
Here's the really big one, is whatever you do today is going to boil down to 3 solid options. You're either going to hit the mall, and you don't go to shop or spend money. Like, you're not going to actually do anything. It's just to be somewhere else together. And you're not going to buy anything or spend any money unless maybe you bump into your crush and their friend group, and then maybe you spend the little money that you have in your pocket to go to the movies or hit the food court. But it's not about the...
I'll say this, though. That does still kind of happen to a degree, because I still go to the mall that's around me when I want to shop here and there. I do see a lot of little homies still like kicking in with them and you know, trying to mac with the little sisters and everything. I still do see it to an extent, but not as prominent as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? We used to see all the time, bro. All of the time. Like this is one mall, it's a White Plains Mall, right? It's called the Galleria Mall, right? That was the mall we used to go to all the time. We have another one called Cross County Mall too. That one I see kids all the time going there, macking, having fun, having a good time, bro, having a great time. That's the only reminiscing that I can go of a mall that I can go to, and I can still see that consistency of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's still good. But for the majority, again, I don't believe that's the case, you know? And when you go to the other mall, which is the Westchester Mall, I see some, but not a lot, you know? Let's continue.
Movie, and it's not about the food. It's about the people that you're with.
The people that you are with. This is the theme of most of his examples. Being bored at your friend's house doing nothing, ripping split-screen multiplayer Halo with the boys.
But option number 3 was heading over to somebody's house for
Man, Halo 2, bro, the homies was different, bro.
You all just play video games together. And you're playing in the same house. And it's not really about winning.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
stalk
what?
my friends' faces in Halo.
It's about the people.
But I say, what? Are you on drugs? Man, I was trying to kill my dogs. We were trying to take each other's heads off, bro. What? It wasn't about winning. What are you out of your goddamn boca? Are you crazy? Maybe for you, loser. I'm just kidding. But nah, man, we used to go at it, dog. Oh my God.
Who you are physically with.
That's right. Being with people in the same physical location.
Yep.
And I'm not belittling the importance of that. In fact, he's right.
Very
in
right.
The fact that society, as we've progressed the last several decades, has gotten to a place where we've been able to replace a lot of the things we used to have to do physically with each other with the ability to do it remotely via internet or computer or Discord or whatever it is. And so after that beautiful nostalgic trip down memory lane, which I truly did enjoy, we flash forward to the present.
Want to make the switch to Shopify and keep all of your business critical data?
Good ad placement, by the way, Leon. I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
Shopify.com.
Title of the video: Romanticizing the Past. Also, I want to say one more thing too. Even hearing the music, I was born in '92, so I was in I was born in the era, and I think this is why I'm able to understand like both sides so well. I was born in the era of just when technology was getting into that point, and also when technology wasn't that dominant at that time. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear the young generation, bro, even the young generation, they look at our old generation of the 90s as the golden era, whether it be for music, let it be for music videos, let it be for video games, let it be for video game quality in terms of not graphics obviously, but just in terms of just the gameplay, the fun aspect. The fun aspect of gaming has gone so downhill that it's ridiculous. I think it was Helldivers 2 is such a fun game with a graphics that is not that great, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But the issues with these gaming companies nowadays, it's not about the quality, it's about how much money they can make. Why? Because these investors. If y'all know, you gotta make money for these investors nowadays. If you don't, they're dropping your ass off. That's just how it is. And it's sad, bro. It's actually really sad. Because I'll give you another example. Y'all remember the three trilogies. It was Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and it was Ratchet and Clank. For a good amount of time, those three were like the holy trinities of video games at one point. Those were like the holy freaking trinities, bro. And you know what happened? They ruined it and made it into like almost damn near a cash grab. They made it into something like, they made it to racing games and all this other nonsense like that, bro. And it hurt my heart, bro. It hurt my heart. It hurt my soul, bro. It really did. Because they took what we wanted and just said, no, we don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's mostly what it is nowadays. That's why a lot of games that actually are fun and have on the graphic scale, there's a reason why people like it so much. Because a lot of these developers don't listen to us, bro. They don't care. They do not care. Power World, Helldivers, they care about fun. That's why it was so good. I mean, for God's sakes, the Power Divers, I think the creator, whatever you want to call him, he basically was saying, "Hey, man, we're gonna get stuff ready for the roadmap. You guys play other games and have fun, and then come back when you're ready." Tell me that's not gangster. Tell me that's not gangster, bro. Tell me that's not you telling me that you trust your product so much that you know we're gonna come back. Come on, son.
So he goes on to lament how we're still doing things together, but we're doing it alone, i.e. gaming in Discord, watching stuff on our devices by ourselves, ordering Uber Eats and having it delivered instead of going out to eat with your friends. Friends in your ear, not right next to you when playing games.
Yep.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha, when they're playing with their friends are in their ear.
They're not right here.
Not right next to them.
Yep.
This generation is never going to know what it's like to get a Kilimanjaro and look across the room at your friend like, what just happened?
The single best experience in my life. That's what happened. Happened to me twice. Maybe those truly were the good old days. Goddamn.
Yeah, I remember, bro. Yeah, I remember playing. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a little history about me, bro. I was a freaking nerd. Like, I was a dork back in the day, bro. Like, I mean a nerd. I mean, I was about 10 years old ordering games from Japan and turning my PlayStation and making it into being able to play PlayStation games. Yeah, that's how good I was at that, bro. I was addicted to just games, bro. I played Naruto Shippuden before it even came out over here in the States. Because I found out how to order it online over here. You get what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Final Bout. I think Ultimate 22. That's another Dragon Ball game that y'all might not be aware of. Might be aware of. DON. Dragon Ball One Piece Naruto. That's the game I played on GameCube. Bro. Jump Ultimate Stars. The real one on the Nintendo DS. I was like 13 years old ordering these games online. And my homies would be like, how did you get this stuff? I'm like, yo, bro. I just knew how to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I felt like the coolest nerd ever, bro. And all my friends would come over and we would all play and have a blast. We didn't know what the hell they were saying. But even, for example, like like Dragon Ball Z Final Bout, right? There was a way you had to do, I don't remember what it was, but you had to do something and you fight Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I didn't know who that was. We had no idea. We didn't know who that was. GT was not even close to being out over here by that time. Super Saiyan 3, yup. Vegito, yup. Man, I didn't know who they... But the fact of the matter is, bro, there was so many hidden things, just like in Super Smash Brothers, getting to Mewtwo. We didn't know how to get to that point. You remember Super Smash Brothers, bro? You remember Super Smash Brothers, right? Oh my God, I know the nostalgia's gonna hit for y'all. Super Smash Brothers. You remember the rumor of Sonic being able to be an actual character? Do you remember the actual difficulty you had to get to unlock him? It wasn't true though. But remember that it was a big thing at one point? It was a big thing, bro. And then eventually, we got him. And when we finally got him and I played him, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I shed a tear because I remember trying so hard to fulfill the requirements to get this brother. To find out it was fake. And it was still good times.
Kilimanjaro. Kill-tacular. Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it.
Man.
You don't want to talk about there being no more boredom or downtime because of notifications or phones, capitalism ruining everything, and, you know, everything being about us instead of the people we do it with, nonstop notifications wanting your attention, and everything that's supposed to make us more connected or be more convenient is just isolating us. And quite frankly,
Yeah.
I don't disagree. That stuff does exist. And the cherry on top being the new dystopian Apple Vision Pro that's getting us closer to truly being part of the Matrix more than ever.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
This a lot this week when every ad on my phone has been for this new Apple device that you put on your head, and your children are no longer going to recognize you as mom or dad, but just this like half machine, half person thing. I know you can see straight through it to the little person who's asking you for food, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but they're not seeing you. You might see them, but we're just like drifting apart as a species.
Listen, only real.
Before he goes off, I know he's gonna go off, but it just, to me personally, feels we're getting lazy, bro. We're getting lazier, bro. Feels like we're getting lazier and lazier and lazier to do things, you know? And don't get me wrong, some things are necessary, especially for those that are of the elderly. I think that's very important to have things that are produced that will help the elderly help them function a lot easier as they grow older and older and older. I think that's perfectly fine. But we all know that's not what it's for. It's for the demographic of the younger to the mid-age kind of age, right? And again, as we all know too, depression's at an all-time high. People have, like, high school friend groups. They have their certain sector of friends, and that is it. And I tell people all the time this: you have got to get out of your comfort zone. You have got to have friends. I have friends from all around the world: Germany, Lithuania, Spain, Greece, Africa, everywhere. And it's amazing because I get to hear their different perspectives, and when we finally do link up, it is absolutely all love. And the thing is, and like I said, bro, like, you need to hear different perspectives, bro. If you just get the perspective of the same group of friends you have, of the 8 people you have, you're going to be in this bubble of a reality that's not really going to be real. It's just your reality. It's not the world's reality. It's your reality. So when finally the world beats you down with the actual world reality, you don't know what to do. You get kerfluffled. You get stumped, spooked, bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? And so I think this is vitally important, bro. Vitally important, bro. Especially an aspect of chilling with your homies, bro. It's cool to talk with your homies, bro, but when it comes to chilling with my dog, I don't play games anymore like I used to. Because I honestly kind of grew out of it. But I still will always appreciate the fact that my friends used to come over, we used to chill and play on that small ass TV screen all the time, bro. And it was such a blast, dog. And we did so much with so little, is what I'm trying to say, you know. And we used our imagination when we didn't have anything. Where nowadays, things are just kind of done for you. Your imagination really isn't too much needed as it should be. You know, even for God's sakes, we're seeing art now. I'm an artist. Even art we're seeing from now on, right? I went to school for it. There's AI now to create art. That's just disrespectful to art in itself. Artificial intelligence is now creating art. So now we're cutting out human beings from enabling to do these things now. I'm not a fan of that, dog. I'm not a fan of that.
Real dads know how to don the Apple Vision Pro and watch all 3 Lord of the Rings movies at the same time while you're playing catch with your son in the backyard.
Nah.
And by Lord of the Rings, I mean porn.
Oh my.
The more that we drift apart, the more that we crave the simpler times when
I'll try to pause
we
less. I'm
didn't
sorry.
have all of these distractions.
Let's love this video.
We just had each other. So if you're a millennial and you feel like the world has lost its innocence. Maybe that's something that happens with every generation, or maybe this is actually the turning point where humanity stops being what it once was. Let me know where you think we are in the comments.
And let them know the people did. Over 66,000 comments.
Woo.
Waxing poetic about how much better things used to be. Lena says, that made me tear up. Imagine missing something so seemingly mundane.
Yeah.
The memories are so comfy. The present is so cold and dead. What was lost? But are things truly worse now, or are we just victims of rosy retrospection, which is a cognitive bias that causes people to remember past events as being more positive than they were at the time? Certainly every generation has had its own misgivings.
Absolutely.
And why is it people tend to make it sound so romantic all the time when looking back in the rearview mirror? According to behavioral science researchers, most people can relate to an experience where someone reflected on the good old days while lamenting present day society. Think of the nostalgic uncle at Thanksgiving dinner remarking how things just aren't what they used to be, you know?
Right,
Seems
right.
that no matter the actual current state of affairs, people will always think that times were better in the past.
That's true.
And in the case of the nostalgic uncle, perhaps it's their recollection of a young adulthood free of worries and responsibilities and rich with pleasure that paints a rosy picture of the past.
But I
Meanwhile,
want to say this too. Also, even when it comes to me, I miss going to school. I miss being in high school. I miss taking tests. I actually do, bro. Cause it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. I know there's probably a term for it, absolutely. But the fact of not going to school anymore, even seeing my homies, man, even trying to talk to that cute girl and getting rejected, and then just like going to your homies for comfort, and then like going to the gym class and then getting hit in the head with a random ball out of nowhere and you getting hurt, going to the nurse and the nurse patting you down and being all nice to you and being all polite, and then going and getting the cafeteria food. It's just all together, bro. It's just an underappreciated time. And I feel like when we grow older, we don't appreciate those times because we're living in that moment, of course. And as we grow older and older, I do truly feel, and I honestly, I say no, that we will also appreciate the time we have now. So as we continue to get older, we're going to appreciate more each and every 10, 20 years that we go past, you know, because we're going to realize time is almost up. And I feel as if that we're at this place now that we're saying to ourselves, man, time is really getting to that point that we're gonna look back at everything, and we're gonna say to ourselves, man, I wish I appreciated this a lot more. And I do agree with Leon as well too, that it is the free of worry and responsibilities. Of course, that's also included too. But I also feel that it may be just regret of the fact that you didn't take that as seriously as you should have. But then again, at the same time, you don't really know. You don't really know, bro. You're a kid. You're young. But as we get older, we are all understanding and learning now, like, wow, we got to appreciate our time in our 30s. Wow, our 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? We got to appreciate all of that, bro. We have to. We have to. Because when we get to that age of, when I get to 35, 40, I'm going to look at my 30, 31, 32 the same exact way. Watch.
while the morning news in your algorithmic social feeds shows global wars and domestic protests as society seemingly unravels. And although it's likely that there were similar wars and protests when they were younger, these are not the events they associate with their younger days. It is this discrepancy in recollection that creates the distorted perception. I think it's important not to overlook this particular bias when you assess the current climate that we all live in. But on the other hand, I feel that shit too heavy, you know? It seems that there has to be at least some link or correlation between the parabolic growth of technological innovation, including the smartphone appendage, and everyone's current state of inexplicable misery, it seems like, online. Or is it just perspective? I can't sit and watch a movie at home without someone getting on their phone. I feel you, brother. I sometimes get mad at myself because I have to consciously force myself
me too.
not to pick up my phone long enough to get into a film that is even mildly profound so that I can enjoy it as it's meant to be enjoyed.
Bro, it's funny, my girlfriend, shout out to my girl, she's amazing. The hell? She what was that? She was we were hanging out one time, we was watching TV, and I went on my phone, and she was a little upset with me because, you know, like, we try to have our time and have no distractions. But I was watching something else because I was looking at stuff for videos for in the future to react to. But I'm so used to being a YouTuber now. I'm so used to always researching that I forget sometimes to appreciate the moment with this woman I truly care for. And she called me and told me later on about it, and I appreciated what she said and said, no, you're absolutely right, babe. I'll make sure not to do that again. And I have not ever since. And I won't. Because our time together is way more important. And that can wait. That stuff, this can wait. This can wait, bro. It's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And she put it into my perspective of like, yo, bro, you gotta calm the hell down, dog, because you're gonna miss out on all these good memories and good times because you're on your phone all the time. Even if you're trying to make your business pop and go crazy and be just like Leon and be an amazing staple on this platform. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, please, for your own sake too, bro, please, I'm begging you. I am begging you. Make sure that you are aware of you being on the phone when you do not have to be. Make sure, bro. Please.
I hate that I have to make that conscious decision, but that is where we're at. So is it the smartphones that are the scourge of modern day beauty and happiness and the reason why Gen Z will never get to experience those things? I mean, in the 60s and 70s, it was TVs that were rotting our brain. When I was a kid, it was video games that were going to be responsible for leaving me mentally stunted. This one probably came true. And cell phones have been around for a long time. I mean, they were invented in the 80s. They were cheeky in the 90s, but it wasn't until 2007 when the first iPhone and other smartphones and then social media really took over our lives.
And we are calling it...
Yo, I'm loving this outfit from Stitch.
Designer?
This look is definitely gonna...
iPhone.
To the tune of Americans spending approximately 7 hours in front of a screen every single day, up to 9 hours for the Gen Zs of the world, many of whom weren't alive for Chris's last generation of beauty, so he calls it. On average, we spend 44% of our waking hours looking at a screen, even though many professionals recommend less than 2 hours of screen time a day. And here's a depressing graph for you. Chew on this one for a second. Sweet mother lord, can we just go outside once in a while?
Oh my lord. Wow! Wow! That's not good.
For a second.
That's not good, y'all. Average hours of screen time per day is 6. Bro, I average 7. And that's I'm a YouTuber. Like, that's not good. That's not good. And a lot of parents, and a lot of y'all know this too, a lot of parents don't parent. They don't parent, bro. They just give them an iPad and say, here you go. It's not good. Do not be an iPad parent. I'm telling you, bro, you're going to, oh my God. Y'all that do that, I want to choke y'all so badly, bro. You are doing a disservice to your kids, bro. You are doing a very big disservice to your kids, bro. Take them to the park. Ask them how their day is. Play painting with them. Do oh my God, y'all piss me off. Man, listen. I'm not going to.
Sweet mother
I
lord,
hate those
can we
parents,
just
bro.
go
I hate
outside
y'all
once
so
in a
much.
while?
And I don't hate anybody.
Are the phones to blame, or do humans just have a never-ending propensity to take things that can be used for good,
both,
and indulge in them until it fucks them 6 ways from Sunday?
We always
the upside to this technology is immense. Being able to connect with my sister on the other side of the world with the press of a button and see her and my niece's face, it's amazing. As opposed to writing a physical letter that takes weeks or months to get there. Productivity, medicine, eliminating gatekeepers, the democratization of attention, access to information. Technology is fucking sweet when you want it to be, but when you have zero self-control and zero...
And that's what the problem is. We always overdo it, bro. We always overdo with everything. We can never just do what it's for. We gotta take it to the moon like crazy, bro. And that's the issue, bro. And I agree with Leon, and I agree with the homie before, bro. It's not 100% technology's fault. It's also humans' fault as well, too, for not understanding there are limitations to things. There are limitations to things. All right? And one of the main problems to why we're here today is also for the innovation of the advanced technology, of course, but also it's greed. It's also greed. Because a lot of these things, there are movies all for these for a reason. Hello. There are movies based on this for a reason. And it's getting close to that reality. And a lot of you are joking around, saying ain't this, I ain't gonna happen, blah, blah. Okay. Keep living. Keep living, bro. Because it's looking like a movie script how it's about to happen. We always take things too far, bro. We always do. We always do. You'll see.
Intention over how it's used,
You'll see.
you become the product. So while I do share some of the sentiment from Chris's video, I think it's outrageous to just say, well, sorry everyone born after the year 2000, you totally fucked. The truth is
I
that
don't
we
wanna
have
say
to
that
be
either,
self-aware
honestly.
of the relentless barrage of shiny, sparkly things vying for our attention at all times. App notifications, texts, ads, emails, the list goes on and on. Our dopaminergic systems are being pounded, and that is by design. I mean, it's no mistake that we pull out our phones to check them even when we know it's only been a few seconds and nothing has changed.
They know what they're
But
doing,
those
bro.
behaviors don't have to control us. We can be present, and we can put that shit down and go do things with people we love and be social while still leveraging these in a way that enriches our lives. It's
By
just
being
a
self-aware.
balancing act like everything else in life. Too much of a good thing inevitably becomes a bad thing.
good.
And part of being a millennial myself, who got to experience growing up before innocence was lost,
Hola!
is it's
Welcome.
easier to remember the importance
Thank you
of
for subbing.
unplugging sometimes because I lived it. But nothing is stopping anyone from enjoying the beauty that persists today or spending time with the people you love. It just requires intention. Do you think Gen Z doesn't experience birds?
Yeah, that's another thing, too.
Birds didn't go anywhere, and neither did the warm breeze or the smell of a fire pit that you and some friends gather around
Right.
to drink shitty light beers at and laugh about nothing. It's just up to us to make sure we give
happens.
ourselves room to experience that beauty. The
But also, too, yo, can y'all do me a favor? Y'all, go look at that video of the dove and the music playing that he played earlier, right? Look at the comment section. Like, there are people who actually were saying that those birds were gone in their area. And it was weird to hear that. Like, I'm not saying that the bird's gone. You know, like, oh, I've never experienced that dove or whatever that bird is again, right? But it was just fascinating seeing the mixture of people who have heard this bird before and those who have never heard this bird before. It's very fascinating. And that in itself is a cool thing about technology. It lets us see how we grew up. It lets us see from a different lens how that individual, that sister, that brother grew up. That's dope, bro. That's dope. It's one of the positives about the internet. It's one of the positives, bro. We can exchange our life stories. That's so intriguing to me, bro.
reality is that society at
man.
large is probably fucked. I digress. And they're completely locked into a never-ending content barrage that strips them of all joy and human connection. But that doesn't have to be
I agree.
you. You're not society. And neither am I. You know what? And you have self-awareness and discipline and will make an effort to be more present for the people in your life that you care about and stop fucking crying about everything and talking about how fucking sweet it was way back when because you're looking through rose-colored glasses.
Yep.
And hey, I'll try to do that too. Just takes a little bit of effort.
Yes, it does.
Listen, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you being here. I saw this video on TikTok the other day, and it struck a chord. Like, I initially enjoyed the pass of watching it, and I had my eyes closed, and I was listening. I was like, hell yeah, dude! Shit was so much better back then. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there's some sort of bias going on here. But that's not to take away from the fact that there is obviously a shift in society and the way we interact that can't go ignored, right? But instead of crying about how everything sucks now because of technology,
Let's make it
it's
better.
probably beneficial to instead try and leverage it in ways that can enrich your life.
Absolutely.
While being self-aware enough to mitigate the things that are detrimental. Thanks
you
for
go.
being here. If you could hip thrust
My
that
boy!
like button for me, that would mean the world. And subscribe
Hell
if you're
yeah.
new. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Love, brother. Love, brother. What a great video, man. All in all, y'all, man, he ain't lying, dog. I do agree that it's not all technology's fault. It's the same way. It's the same way how people blame like other stuff for like, oh my goodness, guns are killing people. It's like, no, humans are killing people. Humans that don't have self-control or the awareness of how powerful a gun really is. You know, we have to understand how powerful technology really is, and we have to understand that it can take over our lives, our mindset, and our very well-being. We gotta make sure, bro, that we're able to control ourselves, bro. We gotta make sure we're able to teach that as well too, so others can be aware. You know, we're living in a. I think we're living in a more selfish world than we've ever seen in our lives. You know, and people think that their pain is more than others. People think that it's a lot, bro. It's a lot that goes on nowadays, bro. No one wants to be normal anymore. People want to live back in the past. People think that their era is better, you know. And to some degree, there's some things that in this era are better, some things that are better for my era. And I'm basically in both eras, so it's like, you know, it all depends. But what I'm not is, I'm not biased, I'm not closed-minded to not understand the importance that technology has been for us. Has allowed us to talk to friends and family and girlfriends and boyfriends from across the world that we can actually build and have a future with. You know what I'm saying? And there's also things that are very negative about the laziness that's happening, the ability to, let's say, for example, take people's information very easily and just rob them of their hardworking money and information, even though Social Security. And it's getting easier and easier and easier, scamming wise and whatever, you know? Even on YouTube, you see it nowadays. You got kids scamming kids. Online pimping. If you know, you know. You know, so just be aware, man. Understand, bro. And if you do know, preach it. A lot of you are leaders out there, but a lot of you don't want to be. And I know you don't want to because you don't want to deal with all that, man. But us leaders have duties. We have to make sure, bro, that we can help the next generation, even our generation, who's kind of lost too also, get into the right footing, bro. I love y'all, man. I'll see you on the next episode, man. I want to do this video because I love Leon Lush, bro. He's so dope to me, bro. I've watched him since he was under 100K, bro. And I'm proud of my brother, man. I hope he sees this video. I really hope he does. If y'all can, please go into this comment section, tag him on Instagram so you get to see this, bro, and let him know that I appreciate all the hard work he has ever done, man. I really, truly do. Leon, love you, brother. See you on the next one, man. Bow! Follow my socials down below, man. Love y'all. Peace out. Copper!